Good, 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 good. I think looks like we are live. Let me check it on YouTube. You know, refresh and see if we went live. Perfect, perfect. All right, we're live. So, folks, everyone seeing this, watching this right now, welcome to another live session on YouTube with our great team partners. And today is another showcase during the Black Friday week. It's a week where we are pretty much busy showcasing and introducing you to new people, new things, new tools. And today is something very special. I think if your brand exists on social media and you don't know like if someone is talking about your brand, if like you're getting some mentions, you're getting noticed, and you're not aware about it, you're just losing out on customers, I would say intentionally, then the product we're discussing about today, which is called Trendfind, will be of use to you. And we have great two people from India who have built this product. So congrats and welcome Adarsh and Venkatesh today. Grateful to see you here.
Yeah, thanks, Karan.
Karan.
Thank you, folks. So, yeah, thank you so much for doing this. I know it's very late for you folks, but you agreed to do this. Pretty much excited to introduce people to Trendfind. And now let's dig in before we kind of go forward. How would have come up with the name Trendfind? What made you do that, and who was the brain behind this? So, and you can tell us about your history, your backgrounds, and where you come from, and why did you decided to start and already jump in the crowded niche, which is the social listening industry. Yeah, so stage is all yours. Go ahead.
Yeah, sure, I'll take it. Hey guys, I'm Adarsh, co-founder of Trendfind. I'm a software developer myself. I'm 23 years old. I'm working and living in Bangalore, India, and I've been keen on developing micro SaaS applications. I've been doing this for now 1.5 years. Uh, and how like I'll let Venkatesh also introduce, and then we can move about
Hey
the
guys, I'm
theme.
Venkatesh. I am also from Bangalore, India, and I'm a product designer, product thinker, all of that. So yeah, even I've been building products since 1.5, 2 years. So that's about my intro. We are both passionate builders. So yeah, others you can pick it up. Why did
Yeah.
we then find?
Great, great. So you both, where did you guys meet? Get the word. No, where did you guys meet? How did you guys meet? Were you like developing a product and you said, "Oh, I like a product," and then you say, "Oh, let's do something together."
Actually, no. Actually, we started both our career together in the same company, so we were working together. I was a software full stack developer there.
Okay.
Venkatesh was single handedly working on the design part. He was developing all the posters, banners, marketing templates, uh, uh, banners. Also, like everything related to design was done by Venkatesh. So he's
Okay.
the whole and soul of designing, and I was building whatever he designed. So that's how we met. We had a same similar interest of doing something of our own, and we started off building one more product before this. It was a LinkedIn scheduler analytics platform, and we started back in like February 2025. So
Okay.
building that, we realized like, okay, it's a everything exists about scheduling and analytics, but after that people want to find leads through many multiple platforms, which is very difficult, and if it is there, it only exists for enterprise level. So for big companies, or nobody caters to, or there are less companies which are catering to founders, entrepreneurs, small medium businesses, agencies. So that's how we came up with the plan of, okay, let's build something which these people can use to find customers on social media platforms. So how you asked me like how Trendfind, the name came into existence.
Yeah.
We brainstormed a lot.
Yeah.
Uh, there was like different variations of what should we call it, and then it was pretty simple. Like you have to find a trend for something.
Yeah.
So the name comes from there. It's Trend Find. of course, the FIND, the actual name, domain didn't exist, so we just modified it and made it as FYND, Trend
Yeah,
Finder.
of course. I think that's the classic way Indians do it, right?
Yeah,
I've seen it. It's something which is not there. You just change the name or like make it another version of it, and then find the domain for it, and then have a whole branding around it. But yeah,
yeah,
more than the name is the reason for the product, right?
yeah,
So I think you have a great name now. What made you jump into this? I know that you told that there's not enough listening happening, and if it's
yeah,
there, it's not democratized. It's not. It's only centralized to enterprises. Only they have access to like, what's been talked about them, because they have to control their reputation,
yeah.
right? But that's what's important to them. The moment the reputation goes down, the moment their sales also hit, and then moment at that moment the share prices also hit, right? So
Yes,
everything has a snowball effect. I think even when I see the products like mention.com, they are pretty expensive. This is an expensive technology to even maintain and start doing with.
yeah,
So great folk, I think great stuff, great job democratizing it and making it decentralized to other startup founders. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's showcase the world what TrendFind does, so we can like start from the basics and how can someone set up their thing inside TrendFind, and then what channels are currently available, and then how the whole magic kind of takes place in real time and what happens. So if you guys can, anyone, please feel free to share your screen and show people how it all goes.
yeah. Sure, I'll take from here. Let me just present my screen.
Yeah, sure.
So meanwhile, I'll
Yeah,
just pitch in one more point Adarsh missed.
yeah,
So you might ask, there are like a lot of players in this. It is already like saturated.
yeah,
So what we saw was there were two types of markets here. One was the mentions.com, like all the big Sprout Socials, all the big tools which are pretty expensive.
yeah,
And there are tools which are like not that powerful. They're catering to all smaller agencies, all of those.
yeah,
The thing which we saw was we had like access to data which smaller players didn't have. We had access to data which bigger players had. So what we thought was let all the agency startups also get access to that at a nominal price. So that is
hmm,
where we pitched in. Our data is the differentiator between all other tools which exist in this category or
yeah. Got it.
so
Yeah.
that is where we outshine, I guess. Our data is good, our data is powerful, our data is fast.
Hmm.
So that is the biggest difference, and that is what matters at the end, I think.
Yeah,
If users get their data, if users get what they're looking for,
yeah,
if users
yeah,
are able to find trends,
yeah.
that is done. Like we are serving that purpose.
I agree. And one more question I had, right? Of course, you can showcase that during the session, like what you talked about, the quality of data, right? So we can we even see that live while like other showcases that you can showcase a difference. That what's the difference between data showcase inside TrendFind compared to data showcase inside another tool? If we can do that live during this session, it would be great, like value add for people, and a clear differentiation distinction between your quality of data, which is important, which is a primary thing people should look at. That okay, if my brand got 5 mentions, then it should be 5 mentions where it has really happened, right? So it should match. So let's see if you guys can kind of do that challenge live in front of people and showcase and find
Yeah. Let me prep
strong
my
points.
meanwhile. Others you can
Yeah,
start.
perfect,
Yeah,
perfect. Yeah, Adarsh, I think yeah, you can begin. Pretty much excited for this.
sure. So, is my screen visible now?
Yes, yes, visible.
Okay. So yeah. So for as we said, Trend Find helps you find
Yep.
data from all the social media platforms, and we do it very faster, comparatively cheaper than enterprise plans or businesses that exist. And I'll just show you the demo of how it works. This is the landing page for you to access the actual product. You go and log in. So I'll just use my existing login to speed up the process. Yeah, so as you can see, as soon as I've logged in, I am into my own workspace, and this is the dashboard. So, dashboard is an overall view of everything happening in my current workspace related to
Yeah.
whatever I have created, whatever I've been tracking, things like how what are the top users which are mentioning or talking about certain specific things, top hashtags which is getting more views, top mentions, and this is a pre-existing data. So for me, I'll just show you a quick demo. So keywords is, so we have different kinds of tracking. Keywords is anything related to some small like basic noun to any long 2 3 word phrases. Mention is any mention on any specific platforms. Hashtags pretty much clear. And competitor tracking is anything you want to track related to, okay, if I am trend find, maybe I want to track mentions.com or something else. So as for an example, I'll just use the keywords.
Hmm.
And so to create a listening session or a tracking conversation, it's pretty simple. You just enter whatever keyword you want to search about. So as it's Black Friday week, I'll just select the Black Friday keyword. I can select whichever platform I want to track it for. So
Hmm.
currently we have 8 platforms. You can search it for Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Threads, Pinterest, Google, anything. We also have an advanced setting of from where to where you want the listening sessions to be shown. So we don't want it to be indefinite. Maybe you want it for yesterday, maybe you want it for a week before or something like that. You can do that as well. Reduce noise is a filter which we give you to block out all the conversations which you don't want. So we, especially on Twitter, we see a lot of people mentioning about crypto and this coin and that coins. We specifically don't want, maybe you don't want to see that. So you can click on this filter and we reduce all the noises you don't want to see. As of now, I'll just go with the basic thing. I'll just
And
create.
I also had one more question while you're doing this. So
Yeah.
people, does anyone have to like connect their social accounts with Trendfind?
No, no. So this is all publicly available data. We don't
Hmm.
access any of your IDs or your accounts. You can
Hmm.
come here, you can create your own account, which is basic for any product, and you can start scraping.
Okay, so
So
they
that,
don't need to like log in and authenticate any of their accounts
no, no, no,
with your product in order to like get all the insights.
no.
Got it.
Yeah. So as you can see, the Black Friday session has been created. Here you see all the card view of, okay, whatever got scraped. People are talking about their platform and they have launched certain things, blah blah blah. You can keep scrolling. We also give you a sentiment analysis of what the tweet is about. Maybe you were tracking something else and you were like, okay, let me know about the sentiment of this tweet. So it is negative for this, it is positive for this, it is neutral for this. We also have AI generated replies according to the context of what the tweet is talking about. So you can click here, will wait for a few seconds, and it will generate 3 replies which you can copy from here, and maybe you can go to the link and paste it there if you want to. We just help you provide AI replies. We also have different views for you to check out the same data. So some people prefer it to view in a card view, some prefer in a list view, and some want to see the analytics as well, like about their engagement, hashtags, and everything else. So we give you all the views. We also allow you to filter things. And if you want to see an example, I'll just click on here, and uh, I think it's loading. You can see we have reached that particular tweet wherever
Hmm.
the Black Friday thing was mentioned. So as you can see, it was mentioned here. In the similar way, you people can track anything and everything here, and we help you get data from most of the platforms. Our future plan is also to add multiple different platforms, and yeah, this is pretty much about how the product works. Apart from that, you have a report section. which gives you the report of everything related to how the sentiment was, the top keywords, hashtags, mentions, engagement, and everything else. You can also export this data. You can also check out which particular session you want to export as the data for. And apart from that, we have settings where you have your billing page, your profile page, the organizations, and integrations. Currently, we also support Slack integration. So we have, as soon as you create the listening session, you get a periodic 24-hour notification of whatever you have tracked the day before or whenever. But we also have an option of, for you, if you want to access your notification on Slack, you can just paste your Slack webhook URL here, and connect Slack, and the same notifications will get delivered to your Slack channel as well as your email. So this is pretty much about our product. I hope you like it, and do check us out on trendfind.com.
Yeah, can you even after keywords, what happens to mentions? Can you go through like each one of them a little bit in detail so like people know, okay, this is how they can check it out.
Sure. So pretty much every kind of listening is similar. It depends on what can we track on each type of listening. So for mentions, we can track it on Twitter. Twitter supports tracking mentions. So as an example, we'll just track Elon Musk. We'll create the listening. We'll wait for the few seconds for it to scrape all the data from Twitter or slash X, whichever you want to call, because that's what we have done here. And you can click on the listening, and you can find all the data in a similar manner. So the flow for everything is same. It's just that we scrape different data and we have segregated it in different tabs. Hashtags is also similar.
So let me like summarize what others just told. So keyword is basically any string that you want to find in any particular post. So let's say,
Mm.
as others like rightly showed, he wants to. Others, can you go to keywords?
Yeah, sure.
So we wanted to search Black Friday in all the
Yeah.
posts which are there across social media. So we
Mm.
wanted to know what is happening for this particular keyword. So that is where we create keyword listening. We want to make sure that all posts are there in Black Friday so that we can go engage or find what we want in that particular keyword. So mentions is basically a user. Let's say, Karan, I want to track you whatever you've posted online. So I'll go create
Mm.
a mention there. I'll go enter your name there or your user ID of Twitter. I'll get all the posts which you have posted publicly. We don't access any privately posted data. We have all the publicly hosted data. So we'll go fetch all the posts that you've posted on X, and we'll fetch them and show them here. So like few of the agencies like
Yeah.
want to track founders of other companies, what they're doing, activities
Yeah.
of other users, other specific users or other specific founders. So this is like very important for them. This comes in handy for them. So next is
Right.
hashtag is basically if you want to find a new trend, hashtag is used. So let's say a new trend is coming up, people obviously will have some hashtag for that. So
Mm.
you enter that hashtag, get all the posts which are using that particular hashtag so that you can go find what you want in that particular hashtag. So that is where hashtag listening comes in. Next is competitor listening. Competitor tracking is basically you have all the basically you want to know what your competitors are doing. You'll go search for that competitor. We'll go fetch data from everywhere related to that particular competitor. We'll put them into a list there, all the posts, all the platforms, all the analytics of that. You'll just go see whatever your competitor is doing in one glance. No need to
Yeah.
juggle between multiple tools, multiple platforms, all in one place.
Hmm. So, for competitor tracking, can I even get um, what would I get as a report? Let's say if I get a weekly report of my competitor, let's say our competitor is AppSumo, right? So AppSumo, how many times were the tweets? What did they tweet? How many times? So can you give us uh kind of a sample of how a competitor report looks like? you know, um, so that way like people can see, okay, this is how it will go. This is what the metrics would come out if I had to like, you know, check that out. Yeah, yeah. If you
Yeah.
can give us that, that would be great.
Yeah. So considering a company named as BYD, which is a
Yeah,
competitor of
Tesla's competitor. Yeah.
Tesla. Yeah. So you can see about what all things, as Tesla, what all things people are talking about BYD.
Hmm.
As of now, when this listening was created, there were like 452 mentions about BYD for that particular period. Uh,
And this is the real data, right? This is real data.
yeah. It's completely real. As you can see, the top hashtags also build your dreams, BYD. What
So if
all
you send
videos?
this to if you send this to Elon Musk, then he would be happy.
Yeah, probably. It might also help him get that 1 trillion package which people are talking about.
Got it.
Achieve all his sales, yeah. We also give you the overview of most engaging tweet. So this is the most engaged tweet about BYD. I think this is their ticker symbol for their stock
Hmm.
exchange,
Hmm.
maybe, where they have 51 likes, zero retweets, and 68 comments. The peak activity we give you was on Friday, where there was like 610 mentions. Yeah, so that's what you can like say about the report for BYD. Mentions over 7 days, we give it to you like Tuesday it was 107, on Thursday it was 97, on Monday it is
Hmm.
zero, like which is
Hmm.
today basically. Average likes, engagement metrics, we give it to you like zero point 0.9 per mention. Average retweets, this is more geeky stuff, but if you like it we give it to you. You can use it to track your own thing versus the competitors thing. Again, here are the top 5 mentions, sentiments, the cloud of what all things were tracked apart from BYD on that same tweet,
Hmm.
and top keywords, hashtags again. And yeah, so
Got
that's
it.
pretty much about report section.
Got it. Great. And apart from that, um, in the channels, right? So there were a few questions which people DM'd us
Yeah,
as well. They were asking about um, like there's a dashboard inside. It's just called Advanced Trends Dashboard. So what is that compared to the normal trends dashboard? How does it differentiate?
yeah, sure. So as scraping this data is expensive, and we have a free trial, for which you can get a overview of what you are able to get. So that's the normal dashboard. The advanced analytics dashboard is, we do a lot of the it's also in the future plan as well. We do a lot of AI trained reports generation basically. So instead of we just giving you, okay, this is the data, advanced analytics or dashboard is something where AI will also help you. Okay, this is certain kind of trend they are following, or this is certain kind of keywords they are this is certain kind of campaign they are following for this week or something like that.
Hmm.
So advanced dashboard comes into picture when you want to have a um, proper one-to-one chat with all the data you have scraped. That's one part of advanced
Hmm.
analytics and dashboard.
Yeah,
Got it.
basically we'll help you with patterns.
Hmm.
So like there is some kind of pattern which your competitor will be following. So we'll help you figure out that particular pattern.
Makes sense. And yeah, there was a question which which I just kind of speak up over here, which is about the someone asked, and it's a very pretty good question.
Yeah.
Does Trend Find has and or filters to track conversations count with those with both keywords in the tweets? So you guys get that, okay? Does it have webhooks or Google Sheets integration to add all those there automatically? So I think that's which means that you have both the keywords being tracked or the one keyword being tracked, and then you're sending that information like uh, to a sheet, which is an integration with a third party to like record every data set which is happening.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Like people want to search for apple but not for bananas, something like that.
Yeah.
So it's a complex uh, query search. Currently, like it's already in the pipeline. I guess I replied to it as well on the Rocket Hub page or deal page, and yeah, it is in the future plan. We don't have it now, but it's in the future plan because we want you to be able to perform different kind of combinations with different kind of set of keywords for the same listing. So yeah, as of now it is already existing for Twitter, but we are also bound to how platforms also gives us the data. So as of now, Twitter currently natively supports a conditional keyword searching, and we are trying to filter it or give it to you for all the other platforms which is in the pipeline. Yeah.
Got it. And there was a question about the one more platform which is called Blue Sky. Blue
Yeah.
Sky is in trendy. So are you guys planning for to add Blue Sky to your roadmap?
Yeah, to be very honest, we want to add as much platforms as we like our users would like to have. For Blue Sky, yes, we are definitely going to add it. We are just working on the process of integrating Blue Sky as well. And I
Got it.
think for last questions you asked, people asked like uh, we need an integration for Google Docs, something like that. So
Yeah, Google Sheet, which means any integration. Let's say, for example, I have
yeah,
my data, right? I have
yeah,
my reports ready inside Trendify. I want to export that information inside a Google Sheet. So, for example, I have clients for whom I'm tracking all this information, right? I'm giving them data. I don't want them to know that I'm giving them through Trendify.
yeah,
They would look at me. They would look at me, and they should sound like I'm a magician, who is doing
yeah,
all of this work. So
yeah,
how can I give them this information in a sheet format? Like it should all the reports which is coming in my weekly, all those trends I see that goes to a Google Sheet and clients see that every week. I can say, oh, these are your weekly trends. Take a look.
yeah. So yeah, for all the integrations which people would like to have, we definitely want to integrate it. As of now, we started off with Slack because multiple marketing
Yeah,
teams use Slack to directly get notifications of like anything which is happening related to their brand or to their keywords. Apart from that, if we want to integrate Google Docs or any other things, yes, we definitely want to, but we want to prioritize what people would like to have. So as an example, if you guys want to see how our roadmap looks, you can come here, you can post about it, whatever you would like to have. The topmost post would like get priority, and we'll like to build on that part as well, because we are doing a build in public thing. We are building whatever our previous users wanted to have. So whatever queries you have, whatever integrations you want to have, you can message it here, and we'll take it as a priority.
got it. Okay, we have a question from one of our very favorite Rocketeers, and one of the uh, regular buyer at Rocket Hub. He's great at giving feedback, which is this question: is it true that we can only sign up with a Google account right now? And that may be a deal breaker.
Uh,
No, right?
no, I think I already showed it in the starting. So
Yeah.
you have two options to register, sign up basically. One is the email and
Hmm.
password, which if you want to use any email or any password, you can do that. And second is a quick way for you to use any Google account. So we have given both options. Whatever you would like to have, we'll build on that, and we also merge both the accounts. If you created your account using Google, and later you want to also add password, we also merge the same account.
Got it. So Justin, here's your answer. I hope you are satisfied. Yeah, but he's a potential buyer for you guys, and he can give you good feedback. I know that already. He's a great guy. Uh, All right, another question. Another, I think that was it is one recommendation from one of the buyers, one of the potential buyers. He says adding historical trend graphs or a conversation spike detector would make it insanely powerful. Would you guys agree with this?
A historical graph of.
Conversation spike detector,
Okay, got it.
and adding historical trend graphs,
Okay,
like
got it. So
how thing like has been historically, um, let's say how that thing is, for example, Google Trends, right? With
yeah.
trends, it kind of shows you a little bit of the, at the spike. It starts from few uh, months back or years back. It shows like a flat, and then it shows that if it's a recent conversation, then the spike goes up, right?
Hmm.
Then it's kind of moving around. But let's say if I want to see, for example, I want to see how was the fidget spinner conversation happening, right? I think
Yeah.
5 years ago. We
Yeah.
know that we see the graph of fidget spinner conversation. It was during COVID, and I think before COVID, it was like this, right? Every
Hmm.
day you can get. So now, what is the graph? It is growing. So let's say if anyone wants to start the fidget spinning business, he wouldn't enter into this business right now. He'd say, okay, that doesn't make sense. There's not much conversation happening, so I shouldn't get into this.
Yeah. So yeah, I get it. People want to see the trend of any particular
Yeah,
conversation
it's some
happening.
historical
Yeah, with some
relation to
historical
that.
data. Yeah, got it. So as of now, we have a, basic. You can say this. You can consider this as a activity of spike or things happening from since whenever you track this. If you haven't tracked it for a particular date range, maybe it started from maybe 1 year ago or something, you'll be able to see a spike or certain graph which shows okay during this time some kind of activity was insane or like had an exponential growth. Apart from
Mhm.
that, the thing they like they are asking about is like a proper trend about the historical graph or spike or why did it happen. Sure, we would like to integrate that. We would like to give it to the user to understand why the certain things happened or how the certain thing happened. For as of now, we have analytics of a basic analytics of all the listening sessions you created since the time, or uh, if we haven't created for that particular time.
Just to add on to others,
Mhm.
we want to know what to look for, right? There are a lot of things which are happening on the internet. We can't look for everything that is happening on the internet.
Mhm.
It is hard for us to track everything, and that is
Mhm.
expensive too. So we
Mhm.
want to know what users want to know. So if they start creating their listings on our platform, we'll surely send them a notification about if there's a spike of that particular listing, and we already have that right now.
Mhm.
If there's a spike, we do send them an email that there has been a spike for this listing. Go check it out. What is happening?
Right. I can tell you what users want to know because uh, we ran Remention just a few months ago during Rocket Week, and people told us that okay, they want to see number one what's being talked about them, number two what's being talked about the competitors, right? These top two things were there, and how can they generate more leads and sales from using this data? And number three was can they respond to these comments or mentions? Like there should be an AI generated response right there, and then they just boom, they responded, and then there's a conversation happening. So that's what they're looking for mostly. And then if they're working for their customers, if they're clients, then they're looking for the trends, right? Let's say if a client started from five mentions per day, and now at the end of the month they're at 500 mentions, which means you did your work, right? You made the social buzz, you made that trend happen. That's why client can see a spike, right?
Yeah.
This is what agency owners want. Like let's say they want to make their clients happy, so this is what they would use to track how their social media marketing efforts are transforming into this data which is being sent to the client, right? So these are the top things which they would want to see for sure.
Yeah, like for all the things you mentioned from listening to their own brand, like people what they are talking, the first that is already there. Like, we will keep modifying it, make it better, about okay, what all people are talking about you or your competitors. Can they reply? As of now, we have a AI generated reply, which I already showed you. If I just go back and show it again, this is the uh, tweet slash post which I found for this conversation. We give you an option of picking up from here and posting it directly yourself. This is kind of a manual task, but again, we don't ask for your credentials, we don't connect to
Yeah.
your account.
Hmm.
But if people want that, it's definitely
Hmm.
inside the roadmap, and we would like you to directly be able to just just create the listening. If you find it good, we'll automatically reply, and maybe it helps boost your conversation or your brand
Hmm.
reputation.
And one more thing to add on to what others just said.
Yeah.
So AI generated replies that we generate right now is very generic, and
Hmm.
what we are planning to do is get users tone. Like every brand has its own tone, has its own vocabulary, all of that, right? So we will take a sample of it, keep that in mind, and generate all the replies based on that particular tone, so that their true identity is like there in the reply whenever they're copy pasting this on their handles. So we are doing that as we speak right now. We are building that.
Okay, makes sense. All right. Yeah, there was a lot of requests for Facebook to be added. Facebook and Facebook groups, because if you have to hear conversations, Facebook groups is one of the best in the on the planet, I would say, when it comes to a common area where common people with common thoughts discuss things. So you guys have Facebook. I know Facebook groups has made very tough for API access to be given due to the recent changes in Meta's policies. So how do you guys take a look at that? Because a lot of people bought a lot of deals due to Meta, Meta's different properties, WhatsApp, and all of those things. So how are you guys tackling that issue?
Yeah. So as you can see, under the Meta umbrella, we have
You have
already
Instagram and Threads.
have Instagram and Threads. So we want to as well integrate the Facebook thing. For the particular thing you asked about groups, so
Yeah.
if it's a public group, surely we can scrape the data. It's because it's available online. We can get it. We can show it to you. But anything related to private conversations or private groups, we can't do that. But yeah, it's definitely in the platform, like in the roadmap to add the platform, as you said
Hmm.
already, Blue Sky and
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah.
But yeah, we surely want to integrate it. It's in the pipeline.
It's in the pipeline. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Perfect. Perfect. So we had a few more questions. Yeah, Facebook was a very 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 requested one. Um, cool. Yeah, there are a few other questions which I would want you guys to reply on later on, but these are some interesting questions which can result in a lot of purchases. So you guys can come in later and answer these questions. But yeah, I think that was a great overview of Trend Find. Can you guys list down what type of customers or people who are already using your product right now? Because that will give our buyers more confidence in terms of, okay, we already have enterprises using it, or can you guys give like who is the uh, the buyer or ICP you guys are even targeting after the lifetime deal is done?
Yeah. So what we have, like as we mentioned earlier, what our target customers are people who are like solo founders, who are working in an agency,
Yeah.
small medium sized businesses, who want to grow their brand, who want to listen to conversations, who just don't want to sit and assume what people want, and also directly listen to conversations and potentially find their customers. Maybe I'm talking about your product, but you don't know about me, and you reply to me, so I
Mhm.
might buy your product. So that's what we want. And um, our target is to give all the platforms, all the data, uh, in a good way, in a faster way, in a cheaper way compared to our enterprise competitors. And um, who all are using our current products. So I've already said agencies are using it because we have organization workspaces. So you can create different workspaces. You can handle your individual client in an individual workspace as well.
Mhm.
So we have catered to anyone and everyone from single person founder to a 5 to 10 group company or an agency. And if you would like to get all the data in a one platform, curated and in a faster and a cheaper way, I would say Trendfind is for you.
Got it. Cool, good stuff. Venkatesh, you found out something about your competitors' data quality
Yeah.
while we were doing this.
One thing about it, we don't have access to our competitors. They all require
Yeah.
professional company emails, and we don't have that. We anyone can access our tool and get their data. So
Mhm.
we don't have a live comparison, but you can go check out our product, create a listening, and see the pace of it. I
Mhm.
think our product speaks for itself.
Got
Uh,
it.
Others, can you share your screens and show all the competitors that we like, all the companies that are actually using our product right now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and even we talk about some competitors which people mention, um, and let's see how you guys stack up with that. Of course, you guys are doing great in terms of data quality. We have seen that internally, so that's not a problem. But yeah, okay, this is what this is what you're using your product right now, right?
Yeah, yeah. The people from various different companies in various different sectors, they have come and using our product to
Got it.
amplify their own brand.
Perfect. Good stuff. And folks, what's your next? What are the next things which is coming up in Trend Find? Can you like tell people the roadmap and what's happening in the next 6 months? It's in the next 2 quarters. What are you guys planning? Are you guys planning for a fundraise, or you guys plan to remain bootstrapped? What are your, and because you're in Bengaluru, I have to ask that question about fundraise always, because people are here, they're always looking for people of interest into products to like invest and grow your products and grow your team size. So I know
Yeah.
currently we have like 5 to 6 people in the company, but are you guys expanding, like have a full blown office and grow like your competitors did?
Yeah. Um, so as of now, we started as a two-person company, and we have grown this big where multiple different platforms and users, like multiple different brands and users are using our product. So we want to grow in a similar manner. We want to listen to our customers. We want to integrate or prioritize integrating things which our customers want. And if it everything all goes well, we want to create it as a one solo workspace where you can listen to conversations, you can reply to the conversations, and you can also check out the analytics which happened for that same conversation. So we scrape it, we allow you to reply to that same conversation, and what all things happened from scraping to replying. Did your brand grow in follower counts, or did your brand gain more impressions, things like that. So that's our main idea. But of course we'll gradually and slowly grow as per how our users want to have it. And about the team size, of course if we both can't manage it or handle it, of course we'll bring in more people and support our customers, existing and new customers.
Yeah, hope you're not able to manage it so you can grow your team. Hope you get a shit ton of data inside. So
Yeah.
like data like kind of gets, of course more data means like more revenue, right?
Yeah.
For you guys, for people, right? So like because then they will hit the limits. So once they hit the limits, they have to buy more from you.
Yeah.
Cool. Good stuff. So yeah, before we wrap up, you have any final statements, anything to make before you wrap your whole webinar up?
Yeah, from my side, we have tried our level best creating this product. We have tested it multiple times. We
Yeah,
feel like it's a good place to start for any founders, individuals, agencies to come track about their brand or their competitor's brand. And this is our black. You can like check out us on Rocket Hub. We have a Black Friday deal going on for
yeah.
each kind of customers. We have created individual different 4 different plans. You can select. You can also come here, try it for like a certain limit or few days, and if you like it, you can purchase the same on the Rocket Hub platform. And yeah, that's it. Thank you from my side, Venkatesh.
Yeah, nothing much. Pretty much you covered everything. And yeah, I just want to tell all of the users it'll get better by in coming days. We built it so far, and it'll getting better from now.
All
Yeah,
right, perfect. So yeah, grab the deal from Rocket Hub, and there are a lot many updates coming up. And I think, folks, thank you so much for your time today. It was amazing conversing with you, discussing about the future of social listening, and what are you guys building over here. And we have a lot of questions with people inside the community, so we will discuss how you can tackle those questions. Good questions from potential buyers. So let's do that, and we kind of get to the next level very soon. Thank you so much, guys. It was great
yeah,
talking to you today.
Thank you, Karan.
And
See
thank you
you.
so much, everyone, for attending another live session with great people, great founders, great companies. And our PFCM is going on. And we have more great sessions like these coming up. So stay tuned for that for next sessions. And till then, keep using Trend Find if you're already a buyer. And we'll see you soon. All right.
yeah. Thanks, Karan. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks, Adarsh. Thanks, Venkatesh. Good night. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Yeah.
See you. Bye.